Yo, this is Eternal Plays, Chrono Trigger. We continue here, the Dimensional Vortex, representing the future. Now we are in here in this special place called the Temporal Research Lab. This is a very special place because this is the final major room before we get to the big question, which is of course, what does the end of the Dimensional Vortex have to say for us? We come into the major room here, and this is where we're gonna have to input the very password we got last time. Booting security system, release security locks, please enter release code. So B-A-L-L. Code confirmed, security system disengaged. So that wasn't obvious, is B, button B of course, button A, trigger button L, trigger button L. That's it. Now if we trigger the system, we can then basically proceed with our mission. So just exit from here. Now we're here. We can basically go different routes. We can either go down here to the robot, or we can go around it. Depends on how you want to do it. I don't know why they didn't see me, that's kind of weird. Now we can't go through here because we have to deactivate the lasers here, which you have to do in a different way. Oh. Wait for the robot not to see us. Because if you see that, you'll push down as you saw last time, and that's when things go really bad. Let's see, turn around please. There we go. It didn't work of course, because we have to deactivate from there as well. We can do something around that. Just walk around like this, and we're through. So now if you walk down here, and then initializing security lock observation program, lock release command executed by unregistered administrator, initiating containment lockdown, administrator registration at East Wing required to disengage lockdown. This is bad. The door lock has been activated. It appears we are trapped. How get out? Can anyone hear us? Can anyone hear us? Leave it to us! Oh, I can't believe you. You can't do anything without me, can you? It seems it falls on us to save the day. Oh, you have come. Thank you. There's a room to your east from which you can't release this lock. Will you be so kind as to look for it? Alright, just hold on a bit a little longer. We'll get you out. And now we have to control a second party. You can see now Marl, Chrono and Robo will be unable to be used. So we can do a little switch. I will do that for here for sure at least. We need some strong magical power here. I will just advise you to do it. Let's just go with Magus instead of Lucca. Lucca's good, but Magus can do pretty much the same damage and even be stronger. Drop some more gear, perhaps. We also got a starter spell, which is better here. Prismatic Helm is fine. Maybe she probably has a bit too much magic defense. Yeah, she can reduce her magic defense. You can put some fire immunity, for example. Do we need to Peyozo dance? Probably not. Let's give her some more speed. She's a bit slow. Need a Mega Flare? No, we don't really need it. Give him some more magic power. Give him the magic ring, for example. Anything else we can give him? We'll give him sunglasses actually to increase his damage. That probably is the better way. Frog. Give him some more strength, more power. Even though I don't think I will give to him is the very item we pulled our way to get, which is basically the champion's badge. That's the thing we got from the side quest of the Lost Sanctum. Almost you can use as well, so for example the Power Crash, which is really strong. Magic Crash, which is also very strong, but not as good. Let's go with the champion's badge. That basically is a powerful thing for him. Let's give him the prismatic helm instead. And I think we're fine here. Let's continue. Now I have to go to the eastern room to proceed here. So we have to go down here, up here, up here. Of course this thing comes back again. We have to deal with it pretty quickly. And that was taken care of. We move on. East again, and go through this lock. Now comes the interesting puzzle. This one is also important because there are some really nice items here to be found. So this is basically what they call the warp helm. You go in here, it's warped. And you have options to go different ways. For this one you want to go right, so if I remember right. Then stick to the wall. Go down to the other side here. Then you want to go down. Then you want to go to the right. Then you want to go pick up the treasure here. Regal plate. Or regal plate, I don't know what you want to call it. Doesn't matter though, it's a very, very powerful chess piece. It's quite amazing. You can see high defense and also high magic defense if you need more magic defense, which is, I mean, probably don't even know. Look at it, all my party members right in my team now have already capped out their magic defense, so there's not like they need it. But they can be good for example, Robo, for example, who's usually very low magic defense, even though he's kind of tanky. See this panels again to go back from where we came from. I would advise you to just go through the normal route again, like the one we used. Just go up here to avoid this battle with the robot. Go down. Now go straight ahead. But be ready. Because now we have a very special thing happening to us. Confirming entrant identities. Unregistered entrance. Commencing extermination. Level 1 alert. Eliminate intruders. Yep, now we have to fight. First against this searcher. And then, next one. Eliminate intruders level 2. We're gonna fight a robot. And then for level 3, we're gonna need to fight 2 searchers. Not 1, but 2. Then we go to level 4. Now we're gonna fight 2 robots. And then finally, maximum alert, eliminate intruders. Here comes level 5. There we got a nuke enemy. This one is a very tough one, so I'll go through with this. Now this is actually a regular mob, or a monster you can say, but you can see he hits pretty hard. So you want to decide basically treat him as a boss. He's called Iron Maiden, but as I said, he is very strong, has a lot of HP, so you want to treat this basically as a boss fight. So here I'm going to go with some strong magic. I'll start with the dark matter. Then we can go either for double tech here, or we can go for some other things. I would suggest go haste. Let's put up haste on to Marl herself. As for Frog, he can just attack. Doing okay damage. Not the highest most, but it's okay. This one will counter physical attacks with the osmos, which means it'll be draining your MP pool. Let's give more haste as well to Frog. Megas already had his autocast, that's fine. Another dark matter. That's pretty good damage. Megas has some high special and he has the spectacles on. More missiles hitting on Marl. Wow, they hurt. Let's see if they can maybe do a dual tech together. You can do double cure to fully restore allies' health and status. Classic icicles or ice shower. Let's go with the glacial freeze. I'm running out of MP on Megas, which is kind of bad. Well, that one looks pretty cool. Damage is not that bad, but it's again a bit crap. I mean, Megas does more damage by himself than the other one does with him. We're pretty fast though, so that's pretty good. Let's just, to save the reason, just use double cure. Make sure we have everyone back to full health. Our maiden will strike onto Marl and everyone else. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Okay, that's a good call for using a double cure. This means we'll be cured to full. And everything is ready to go. Just keep on doing this. It has about 10,000 health, I think, so you have to keep doing this for a while. If you really think you're struggling, you might actually want to go and put up some shield spares. Never mind, he goes down. Kinda crap XP actually, but that's fine. Fail error, intruder elimination failed. Initiating system shutdown. I have to do something with this, right? Let's see. Maybe I'm supposed to... Here? Is this it? Administrator registration complete. Security lockdown disengaged. It worked! Alright! Guess the rest is up to them. Back here with Chrono, Isla, and Robo. The locks has been released. Here open too. Go look. Of course we are. Now we are back where we came from last time. So just go across from here, wait for the robot. Go across from here, go around. Oh, that's probably... Ooh, that was close. That was dangerously close. Now things open here too. We go across. We have a final room to go. Oh, hit by lightning. But of course, I think we're gonna go with Ais. No. We're gonna fight ourselves an Iron Maiden and a Searcher as well. They hurt a bit. The Iron Maiden, hurt kind of bit because we saw from last time, so we have to do a little healing. We have to heal now. Let's just use Kiss. Kiss up the whole team. That's how Isla does it. Just make some love, and the team is healed up. There we go. Move these ethers onto Isla if you go a bit low. Ouch, that lightning. Again. Okay. Another Iron Maiden. That last one. 2 of them. Okay, let's fight them both. That was pretty interesting, but we go through. Now we go through this little hole, and then the last warp panel. You teleported away. And now we come to the most interesting part of the vortex. A green, misty cavern. And this is where things will be dealt with. Now you'll find the mystery of the vortex. I'm gonna do a little party switch to make sure we are ready for it. Let's see. For this one, I'm going to stick with this one is a bit I'm not sure about actually. Let's actually use this team. Chrono, Lucca, and Robo. Sounds like a good team. I want to use Lucca at least. Now I want to make sure we have some equipment that is against fire. You probably know what this all means, even though I won't go in too much detail. Just make sure you equip things that reduces fire damage. That will be making your victory possible here. If not, make sure you have something that can heavily put down your defense against magic. But generally just put out fire reducing effects. That will be the key ingredient here to succeed. If you can't do that, then you can do it other ways. I'm gonna go for this fire halving or absorbing effects. That probably is the best way. Actually, I can just do like this. Put the red plate is probably better, so you can absorb, halve, and absorb. I think this one is fine. Let's use the turbo shot because it's much better. She needs the stats, not the actual damage. The rest needs this is fine. He needs to keep the magic defense up. She needs the magic. And we need the damage boost here, of course. We need the Master's Crown and Spirits and Spectacles. That's the key here for Chrono. And finally, let's just heal up. Use a Cure Beam onto themselves. And one more thing. Need to use a Mid-Ether onto Robo. And onto Chrono. There we go. Then, move forward, Save a game. Oh, I could probably use a shelter here, actually. Use a shelter if you want to. Save a game. I would recommend saving a game. If you're still not sure about what's going to come ahead, take this place to go back to the entrance, but I would heavily recommend you not to do it. Just try this out first. Then go up here, and go to the right here. Before you move forward, make sure you are ready, because going forward now, you'll trigger the special event of this vortex. When you're ready, step forward. Strange. I feel like something is tugging me forward. I have to go. And this is why I switched in Lucca here, because she will be forced to be in this upcoming event. You always decide to choose your team. Lucca has to be part of the team. You can choose anyone else, but I will stick with Chrono and Robo for this one. Then you go to basically Lucca's home, but look at that! Is that another Lucca? A second Lucca? What's going on? Why are there two Luccas? This one is a bit more dark. What's going on? Well, Lucca and Lucca, my visual sensors must be producing duplicate images. Who are you? Are you really me? This is a boss battle, and this is a tough one indeed. You hear the music? This is a serious boss battle. This is the reason the vortex is going on. We fight off against shadows of our own party members. And this one is for Lucca. And this one can be very tough. So Lucca is no pushover. Lucca does a lot of damage, or should we say, not Lucca, but Crimson Shade as it's called. So Crimson Shade, aka Lucca's shadow, Dark Lucca I can even say, has an Exterminator. Exterminator protects Lucca by healing her a lot of times. So the main thing I want to focus on here is to take out that Exterminator as soon as possible. You put out the fire gear because Lucca casts a lot of fire spells on you, so make sure you are protected. Let's go with Frenzy on the Exterminator. And Lucca and Robo can probably do some damage to it as well. Just be careful though, the Exterminator will absorb a osmose all the time. And one cool thing though is actually that, as far as I remember, the Exterminator is actually weak to fire. So we can probably do a fire tackle onto the Exterminator. Boom. Damage is okay. The Exterminator is pretty tough. Has about 10,000 health. Lucca has about the same. And he does have some nasty moves, but this is one reason why you have some status effects on you. Make sure protection is on. Here comes Shadow Fire, which is basically Fire 2 from Lucca, but we already have equipment on, so only Lucca will take damage here. Lucca will take almost no damage because Lucca is very protective against magic and has magic reducing equipment. So this one will make this battle very, very easy. Let's just continue with this now. Let's do the same thing again. Frenzy and Fire Tackle, assuming you do the best. If you need to heal, then just have Lucca attack the Exterminator and have Robo do a heal beam. There we go, another Fire Tackle onto the Exterminator. Another Osmose here, stealing some of our MP. That's fine. And here comes the bad thing about this fight, it can heal. We don't want the healing to be a part of our judgment. We want to be able to stick on doing this. Fence again on the Exterminator. Another Fire Tackle on the Exterminator as well. Make sure damage is high. You will drain some mana as well, so if you have to go down on the healing, make sure it's Chrono who'll be doing damage then. Actually, I think, no, actually not. Maybe actually should have Chrono MP himself, because Fire Tackle does more damage than the Frenzy, because it's weak to fire. Can we heal ourselves again? Maybe actually use Robo to be the one to heal. Let's try a Fire Double Tag actually with Chrono and Lucca instead. Another one coming out, and damage is still pretty light. Let's try Fire Sword 2 on both of them. And let's just have a heal beam going past. As you can see, damage is pretty good, and Lucca takes no damage because Lucca, the Crimson Shade, is immune to fire. Heal beam coming out. We're almost full health. As you can see, Lucca does pretty good damage. Does a lot of damage even to Lucca herself, but we have pretty good gear, so that's one of the reasons why we can survive this pretty good. Now just dish out all the damage you can on Lucca. Remember that she is immune to fire, so hit her basically with everything that is not the fire element. The Frenzy. And yeah, in case you're wondering, don't freak out. Yes, Lucca has very high evasion, so you can have your attacks miss, which is okay. Not much we can do here with fire damage with Lucca, but you can probably use protect if you want to do it. I mean, she only does 2 attacks: regular attack and the fire thing. Protect on Lucca herself, because she's the only one who takes normal damage from the fire attack. Rapid fire fist. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage. Then again, we have the crisis arm on, so that's probably why you should always make sure to heal Robbo. If you heal Robbo, he'll be able to stand at tall of damage and deal like so much damage in return. We're actually almost out of MP as well on the Chrono. Here comes a Lapis. Maybe she use a Lapis? Nah. Fire thing, the Robot's healed at least, that's fine. Turbo Ether on Chrono himself. Rapid Fire Fist on the Crimson Shade. You see damage Robo does is so massive because Robo's Crisis Arm dealing more damage in terms of your max HP. Sorry about that. Having a cold. So let's just do it again. I missed this time. Unfortunately, that can happen. Remember, she has pretty high evasion, so you have to try to tackle through that. Looking at this attack. Doesn't really matter. Explosion. Really basically her flare. Which is going to deal even more damage. But again, doesn't really be effective towards your team because you have red plates on. Let's do another frenzy. On to Lucca. That's pretty good, but again, as long as he doesn't miss all the time. It's still a hit. Damage King here is still Robo because of the Crisis Arm. Hits again. And that's it. Now, the Dark Crimson Shade goes into Lucca. And Lucca gains permanent stats increase. That's right. Permanent stats increase to speed, magic, and stamina. When the boss battle is over, we are warped out, and the Dimensional Vortex of the future is done. Next episode, guys, we're gonna go to the Dimensional Vortex of the past in 12,000 BC. What will we wait there, and what will we see in the end there compared to this one? Like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook. That's it for now. See you guys next time as my story of Chrono Trigger continues.